C Chronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're on this channel for the first time, we do a lot of fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle content. So if that sounds like something you may be interested in, please do consider subscribing either now, between the video, or after. I would appreciate you joining the family. To my returning family, thank you so much, guys, for always supporting me. I appreciate you as always. Let's connect again on Instagram. I go by the name CeeChronicles there. Happy New Year if you are already in the new year or you're celebrating New Year's. Now, what I thought to do was to bring you 100 Lattafa dupes that we have featured in the year 2022. So what better way to end the year 2022 with a mental shortcut or a shortcut video to the Lattafas that I've featured here. I think the ones that I may have left behind might be maybe 4 or 5 from the Lattafa Pride collection. So this is your ultimate binge watch worthy video where I'm going to talk about 100 Lattafa fragrances and what they are duping, inspired by, or smell like, or all the same DNA. If you want in-depth reviews, I have reviewed all these fragrances, except maybe just for a few, like 5. So number 1 is going to be Ajwat. If you're wondering what Ajwat smells like, it is a fusion of what feels like a Middle Eastern a lot of Middle Eastern spices, but also with the inclusion of what feels like Mancera's Roses Vanille. So if that sounds like something that ticks your boxes, you may want to try Ajwat. The second one is going to be Mazaji. Mazaji is your rose forward powdery scent. If you've always liked, the Elisab Lattafa scent profile, the royal one, Lattafa Royal, the rosy one, if you like that, you are obviously gonna like Mazaji by Lattafa, and I would say Mazaji is beastly. So if you're after beast mode fragrances, you may want to try that, and it is, to my nose, a dupe of Elisab Lattafa Royal. The third one is Eternal Oud. Eternal Oud was a hit and still is. Eternal Oud from the Lattafa Pride collection shares the same DNA as MFK's Grand Soir. Number 4 is going to be Ekhtiari. Ekhtiari is your beautiful bottle that has those maybe crystals in there. Ekhtiari is going to be your orange forward, kind of bubbly, like a really sparkling scent. That one seems to be inspired by Dior d'Hermès Absolute, and it is feminine. The fifth one is masculine, and that is Assad. By now, I think it's not news that Assad is very similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir. Number 6 is Raid Luxe, the blue one, because I think now in that collection they have 3. I have the other ones here, but I'm now talking about the blue one. That one is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana K, the EDT. Kassaid Alphasan, the white one. If you love YSL Supreme Bouquet with a little bit of Zadig Voltaire, this is her. You may want to try that one. I get a lot of wafts of what feels like that in Kassaid Alphasan, the white one. They've got a black one there as well, and another color. Next one is Nausea, which is number 8. Nausea is your amped up version of Invictus Aqua of 2016. So if you love that fragrance and you wanted a cheaper alternative, you may just want to grab yourself a bottle of Nausea. The number 9 is going to be Musaman. I did not feature this one on my channel, but I did sniff it in the store. Reason why I didn't was it was a bit too much for me and leaned a lot masculine, but it is in the same vein as YSL M7 Oud Absolute. Number 10 is going to be Tamima. Tamima is not going to come to my channel, not because it's a bad fragrance, but because I have another dupe of La Impératrice by Dolce & Gabbana. So if you love that La Impératrice, you may want to just try Tamima. Maha, the black one, is inspired by your Amouage Interlude Black Iris, but it also has something that feels there like Terroni Otto Parisi. So if you love maybe both those fragrances, that DNA is not going to throw you off. Number 13 is Udain. Udain, if I'm botching some of these names, my apologies, guys. I'm doing the best I can. This is why I'm putting photos side by side. Udain shares a lot of similarities with Zerzhov Alexander II. Number 14 is going to be Awan. One is from their Lattafa Pride collection. Now, if you love an amped up version of Sundays by Redo, I'm not saying this is 100%, but our one is going to give you somewhat of a similarity there, maybe up to about 70% and feels a lot better, at least to my nose. Number 15 is Maya. Maya is one that is kind of in your face. I mean, just looking at the bottle, you will probably guess that it is an Amani My Way inspiration. It is a very fizzy, like a fruity fragrance, very nice and very lovely, especially for the ladies. So Maya is inspired by Amani My Way. 16 is going to be your Mahajan Silver. Mahajan Silver I featured very recently, I think around Christmas time, and I did say that that one is your Creed Silver Mountain Water dupe. But please do note that this is a very lighter take on that fragrance. Number 17 is going to be Faha, the black and silver Faha for men. That's your YSLY alternative. If you like that fragrance, you're going to probably, enjoy Faha, the black one. Number 18 is your Kima, the green one. I smelled in the store and I knew exactly what Lattafa was up to. That is your Carolina Herrera Good Girl inspiration. 19 is Kasaid Al Sultan. Kasaid Al Sultan smells a lot like Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men. It is your fresher kind of citrusy take with a bit of some spices there. Number 20 is Sator. I did feature Sator on this channel, and I did say, guys, if you're looking for a Tom Ford Peter Peach alternative, that one is probably going to tick your boxes. 21 is Wasaf. Wasaf shares the same DNA as Gravitas Pour Homme by Norton and Wilson. So if you love that kind of scent profile, you may want to try Wasaf. 22 is Samal. I did feature Samal here, and I did say that it is your Dio Pure Poison dupe. And I wore that fragrance for a long time, and I can assure you that if you buy some more, it won't throw you off that much. 23 is Mohra, another one that I featured not so long ago. To my nose, this feels like a fusion of Halfeti Cedar as well as Halfeti Leather by Penhaligon's. 24 is going to be the Anna Abiad, the white one. That one is your Sospiro Herba Pure dupe. Number 25 is Shaheen Silver. That one is a bit in the same vein as Creed Aventus. It might not be 100%, but I get 60% of our Creed Aventus. I did bring it here, and I did say that in the video. Number 26 is Rams Silver. Rams Silver was also featured on this channel, and it does share a lot of similarities with Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Number 27 is Rugba. Although I feel that Rugba has been reformulated and smells a lot weaker, the new bottles, because I did buy a little 30 ml. The one that I have, the original one, is kind of in the same vein as 24 Gold by 24. Obviously, these fragrances are going to depend on whether the originals are even pricey in the first place, and are also going to, depend on whether it actually makes sense to buy a dupe. And please do note that some of them may not be 100% identical, but they will share the same scent profile. So this is just to help those who want to save some coins. Number 28 is going to be Royal Sapphire. I don't know why they called this one Royal Sapphire, but it is what it is, and that is your Parfums d'Amalie Carlan dupe. Number 29 is going to be Yara. Now with Yara, if you like your marshmallowy, candy, soft fragrances that feels a lot fluffy, sweet, very girly, leaning closer to what feels like Dio's Poison Girl, and maybe in a way Ariana Grande's Sweet Like Candy, then you probably gonna love Yara. Number 30 is going to be Maher, the clear one. Maher, the clear one, shares the same DNA, almost, maybe 50-60% of the same DNA as Xerjov's More Than Words. Number 31 is no stranger to you guys. I'm sure you've seen this bottle a lot of times. It's another one that is so obvious. Betty Al Oud. Betty Al Oud is Lattafa's take on Initio's Oud for Greatness. Number 32 is going to be Rugba, the limited edition. The one in the black bottle. That is your green Irish tweed smell alike. 33 Rugba Wood Intense. This one is so similar to Amir Al Oud, but I think Amir Al Oud Intense is a much better version, or a much better interpretation of Replicas by the Fireplace. So Rugba Wood Intense smells to me 80% closer to Replicas by the Fireplace. 34, Al-Qaim Silver. This one will impress anybody, and I mean that. I mean, if you're looking for Bugatti Tiger spiced up version, aromatic woodsy, then you may want to try Al-Qaim Silver. 35 is Camera. Another one that I feel has been kind of played around with because it does feel a lot spicier, a lot cinnamony than Angel's Share. But if you are wondering what the scent profile of Angel's Share is, it is going to give you 40% representation of Angel's Share. 36 is Nebraska Gold. If you like your chocolatey kind of milky, creamy kind of scents, then you may want to go for that one, and it smells a lot like Billie Eilish's Eilish. Number 37, Al Noble Wazir. These are 3 in the collection, and Al Noble Wazir is, to my nose, inspired by Panadora's Velvet Iris. Number 38 is Ijazi Intense Silver. Ijazi Intense Silver feels a lot like YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme. So if you love that fragrance and you can't afford it, you might want to try that as an alternative. Number 39 is Blue Sapphire. Blue Sapphire is your sweet, powdery, kind of minty, you know, like a camphorous kind of feel to it. But it does lean a lot closer to Versace Eros. Number 40 is Aura. Aura was also released in 2022, and it is your amped up version of Baccarat Rouge 540, leaning more towards the X-Ray de Parfum. Number 41 is Opulent Oud. Opulent Oud shares a lot of similarities with Armani Privé Oud Royal. So if you love your very amped up kind of spicy kind of scent, that one might do it for you. Number 42 is Ansam Silver. Though the notes suggest Armani Stronger With You, it does kind of have its same DNA as Azzaro Wanted for Men. A subscriber gave me like kind of lead on that, so I did cross check, and yes, it smells a lot like Azzaro Wanted, and the subscriber was Lazek Row, if I'm not mistaken. Number 45 is Kaid. Kaid smells a lot like Dunhill Icon Absolute, and the bottle is kind of like a telltale sign, but it might not be absolutely the same, but it is within the same fragrance family. Next one is Culture Blend. Culture Blend is somehow likened to Kilian's Back to Black, but what I'm going to do with that one is I'm going to have to bring it here to confirm that. But for now, I mean, there's been suggestions that it smells similar to Kilian's Back to Black, but I'm not 100% sure, but I had to bring it on the list. Number 45 is Confidential Private Gold. That's going to be your Tiziana Terenzi Kirke dupe. 46 is Shard. Now, if you wanted to smell Narciso Rodriguez, the Ambre, and you can't afford it, or you are in a geography where that is expensive, you may want to try Shard as an alternative. It does smell a lot like Narciso Ambre. Now guys, please do consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. We are almost halfway through the list, and let's continue. Next one is Qaid Al Shabab. That's your woodsy, tobacco-y, leathery scent. The scent is of the same profile as Guerlain's Cur Intense, but not 100%. Number 48 is Sheikh Al Shayuk, the final edition. That one smells a lot like YSL Y. Number 49 is Afar. This one is from the Lattafa Pride collection, and I did liken this one to Rouge Malakai by Armani. Number 50 is going to be La Dach from Lattafa Pride as well. That, to my nose, smells a lot similar like Mancera's Roses Vanille. Next one is Toraya. Toraya is like Mancera's Instant Crush, but not 100%. So I would have kept this one maybe at 60%. Next one is Anna Abied Poudre. I haven't actually pinned this one down, so I actually think that this could be Lattafa's standalone, but I stand to be corrected. Number 53 is Betty Al Oud, the Amethyst. You've watched my previous video, you will know that I did liken this one to Initio's Atomic Rose. 54 is Kima Black. Kima Black is 40% similar to Prada L'Homme. 55 is going to be Adib. If you're looking for a light citrusy scent with a 60% similarity to Versace L'Homme or Bulgar's One Man Show, that one is probably going to do it for you. 57, Raid Silver. I did tell you about the blue one, Raid Luxe, and I told you that I've got 3 here. So this is going to be the second Raid. Raid Silver smells a lot like Mancera's Sidrate Boise. Number 58 is going to be Opulent Red. Now, I know this one is not 100% similar to Rouge Malachi. No, is it 100% similar to Alien? But if you like a fusion of those kind of fragrances and you like that kind of DNA mixed together, you're probably going to like that. But don't forget that it does have that top up of the Middle Eastern spices. Next one is Oud Mood. This one is not a new fragrance. A lot of people have talked about it because it does smell a lot like Lancôme Oud Bouquet. Of course, there are a lot of other better fragrances out there, at least to my nose. I think I like the Swiss Arabian one better, but Oud Mood is not going to disappoint you that much. Number 60 is Amir Al Oud Intense. This one is a By the Fireplace dupe. I did mention it earlier. Number 61 is Kali's Pure Musk. This one smells a lot like Prada Candy Kiss to my nose. Number 62 is Khalad. Khalad is your sickly, sweet, thickened Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl version. Number 63 is Hayati. If you like Invictus by Paco Rabanne, but you want it thicker, bolder, denser, then Hayati Black might do it for you. Number 64 is Kourafi. Kourafi is 70% similar to Aqualina Black Sugar, at least to my nose. Number 65 is Qaid Al Sultan, the black one. That one is also 50% similar to Black Excess 2016 by Paco Rabanne. Yara Moa. Yara Moa feels a lot similar to, if you like, say, the DNA of Supreme Bouquet, Rouge Malachi, Memo Martha, Yara Moa might actually do it for you. It's a very soft fragrance. Next up is Velvet Oud. Velvet Oud has been likened a lot to Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather, and for a reason. Number 68 is Sir Hubby. It may be Lattafa's own creation. It's spicy, it's aquatic, it leans a lot feminine, so I couldn't find a dupe for this one. 69 is Rams Gold. If you watch my channel, you will know that that one shares the same DNA with Xerxes Alexander II. Number 70 is Al Noble Amir. This one is a Panadora Swedish wood dupe. Next up is Anna Abied Rouge. That one is an obvious Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe. The next one is Naja Tribute. If you like Naja Tribute, I feel that one is probably an original, but I would say again, if you love Davidoff Hot Water, there is a little bit of some similarity there, but not 100%. Number 73 is Sheikh Al Shuyuk, the Luxe Edition. The bottle itself looks a lot like Lancôme's Oud Bouquet, and it does feel to me like Lattafa's diluted version of Oud Mood, so it does smell a lot like Lancôme's Oud Bouquet, but a toned down version. Next up is Lael Maleki. I couldn't find what this is a dupe of, but all I can say is it's a concoction of a lot of fruits mixed with a lot of Middle Eastern spices and could be Lattafa's standalone. Number 76 is Raid Oud. That's your Dolce & Gabbana King dupe. 77 is Faja for women. A lot of speculation has been going around that this smells like Givenchy's L'Entity. All I can say is please don't buy this if you love L'Entity. It doesn't smell like that at all. So if you want to buy it, it's up to you, but I've told you so. Number 78 is Al Noble Saphir. That smells a lot like Panadora 16 to my nose. Number 79 is Ruat Ajal, is your rosy scent with some saffron and some tuberose there. And, you know, it has that saffron in the mid and all that, and it could possibly be Lattafa's original. Number 80 is Sukarat. Sukarat smells a lot like Acqua di Gio Profumo. Number 81 is Velvet Rose. I thought this may be closer to Frederic Malle Portrait of a Lady, but when I sniffed it, it didn't smell that way, so that could also be Lattafa's standalone. Another one that I feel maybe there is a Lattafa standalone is Oud Mood Reminiscent. It might smell like a lot of other things out there, but I think this could be actually, you know, Lattafa's original creation, but I stand to be corrected. Number 83 is Elite Just White. That's your citrusy kind of gym scent, and that one is a dupe of Lalique White. Number 84 is Shams Al Shamouz. If you like Lancome Hypnose, you're gonna like Shams Al Shamouz. Number 85 is Opulent Musk. This one is your Baccarat Rouge take with a lot of spices. Number 86 is going to be Al Athal. Al Athal feels like a diluted version of other fragrances that Lattafa have made. It's got oud, it's light, it's a bit fresh somewhere there, but I couldn't pin down what it is a dupe of. Number 87 is Oud Al Sahra. If you like Bodacia the Victorious, but that one is not as refined. Oud Al Sahra is not as refined, but it's probably going to give you the same vibe. Number 88 is Silky Rose. I am going to feature this one in 2023, but so far, the stockist said it does smell a lot like Penhaligon's Elizabethan Rose, but that is something that I'm going to have to confirm in the future. Number 89 is Musk Mood. Musk Mood is a lot similar to Kali's Pure Musk. So I didn't see the need to bring it on this channel. And if you were listening when I talked about Kali's Pure Musk, I did say it does smell a lot like Prada Candy Kiss. So this will smell a lot like Prada Candy Kiss. It's your soft pea powdery musk. Number 90 is Pure Oudi. This one is in the same fragrance family as Creed Aventus for women. Number 91 is Thara. Thara is also your spiced up version of Baccarat Rouge 540. 92, which is Al Maknoon, feels as though it has been watered down, you know, as well. But when I purchased my bottle, I did see some or feel some similarities to Kenzo's Lefant. But now that it's been reformulated, it's probably a different story. Number 93 is Wash Washer. This I couldn't point to anything. It is your floral, like your really piercing, spicy floral there. It's very loud, it's very bold, but it could be Lattafa's own creation. I think Kashabi could be also their own, their own creation, as well as number 95, which is Al Arik Gold. Gold is also a possible standalone. Number 96 is Anna Abiad Leather. Now, if you love Mimo's African leather or Afro leather, you're probably gonna love this one. 97 is Almir Al Oud. That to me smells a lot like Black Afghano. 98 is Royal Blends Khaltat Night, Al Arabia. Royal Blends Al Arabia Khaltat Night, I think, smells a lot like Byredo Pulp, but it is kind of, you know, like your boozy version. Number 99 is Afkar. Afkar is very similar to Mancera's Instant Crush. Now, last but not least is Royal Al Oud, a lovely raspberry, rose patchouli leather scent with some cedarwood there, and leans to me very unisex and could possibly be a standalone. So there you have it, guys. Happy New Year. That was 100 Lattafas as we close 2022 going forward. I think this video is a good recap of everything that I've done to my channel, and it's going to be like your one-stop Lattafa dupes video if you want reference to that. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in more videos. Stay blessed, stay safe. Remember, smelling good is a form of good manners, guys, and happy 2023.